So things have changed quite a bit, as you can see around me, since my last video. It here is now mid-May in New England, and today we have a project ahead of us that I think will be good to get done early in the morning, because they're saying it's going to be about 90 degrees today, which is crazy for May. So I'm going to walk you over here. We're right by the barn, and we're going to go and take a look at a pile of stumps we need removed. All right, so this is a pile of stumps here that need to get removed. Now, for the past 2 to 3 weeks, I've been using a new piece of equipment here on the property that I will show you guys in an upcoming video to clear this part of, I guess, the side yard out. So these stumps got to get moved up and out back, and the tractor is going to be an excellent tool for that. There's probably, if I had to guess, 7 to 8 good-sized stumps in there with a bunch of rocks and just other garbage we pulled out of here. So the plan today is to get this cleared up and cleaned out before it gets too hot, because it is going to be a very hot day. Mid-90s are predicting for this middle part of May. So I'll get the tractor fired up and let's get started. All right, so while the tractor's warming up over here, I want to bring you guys in the barn quickly and show you an attachment that we will be using today that I haven't mentioned before on the channel. All right, so this is the Westendorf Brush Crusher, which is a mechanical grapple for the front of the John Deere. I've used this a couple times already, and already bent one time there, but it is a very cost-effective solution to what normally is a very expensive attachment for a tractor. There's no hydraulics required in this unit for it to open and close the jaws or for it to really operate. It just uses the curl roll function of the tractor, and that's how you can grab and release brush. For the cost, I was very happy with it. It works very well, and we're going to use that today to get some of the stumps out of here. Once we use the bucket to get some of the rocks and other stuff removed, we'll use this, and hopefully it'll go pretty quickly. But overall, the Westendorf Brush Crusher, very pleased with, and you'll see it in action today. So I stopped the tractor down the trail over there just a little bit before I come back here, this part of the property. And I want to just walk you guys around here and show you kind of what I'm thinking, because a lot of that is some good topsoil in that dirt I'm getting out of there, but it's full of roots and smaller sized stones and rocks. I don't want to throw the dirt away, but I don't want to have that stuff in the topsoil, so to speak. So my plan is to make a homemade screeder or screener, I think they call it, for like screening topsoil and getting sticks and rocks and stuff out of it. So that's kind of the plan in the near future. But I'm down here, I want to try to find a place to store this material so I can easily access it. So we're back here in the rear part of the property where we bring the stumps as well. But I want to find a good place to dump this material and keep it accessible. So when I have that screener built in a couple weeks, up to a month, then I can easily screen it and then use the topsoil. So we're just going to find a place now to dump it and then get rolling. difficult. Probably took all of about 8 minutes to do. Got everything all cleared out, at least all the dirt and the rocks in the mix. I'll show you behind me over here. Got all that cleaned up out of the pile of stumps, so all that's left now is just these stumps. Tractor did great, flawlessly as usual. So now we're going to go ahead and move over to removing the stumps, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to put those stumps and kind of create a natural barrier on the back of the property. Do a quick walk this way and I'll show you. All right, short little walk from where the tractor is when we're storing the material, and we're in the other back part of the property, a little bit more buggy. So over here we have a boundary line. Let me put this behind me and show you guys. Over here, got a boundary line, and it kind of goes down this entire edge of the hill here. We have a problem with neighbors who don't abide by this boundary line quite often. So the plan is to use the stumps and that material as a natural barrier to keep them out, and hopefully that the weeds and all of the crap will grow over it and make it more impassable for them. So we'll just dump everything over here, and then we'll be wrapping up this project pretty quick. I got the brush crusher on. It's pretty simple. Just have to line up the pins and pull everything back. But it fits very well on the 3 Series tractor, minus the bent tine, which I'll fix at some point. Fits very well on the tractor. Tractor has plenty of power. I know people say these are more or less for the 1 and 2 Series. They say the 3 Series are fine, but you gotta be careful about bending your loader arms. So all I say to that is to be very conscious of when you're picking stuff up and how you're picking up a load, and make sure it's evenly distributed between your 2 loader arms. Just take some time, and don't rush into it. Just take it slow. So let's get these stumps moved out with the brush crusher. We should be done here, hopefully, pretty quickly. Break here to clean something up quick, but this is going along very smoothly. That pile is almost totally gone. That's an old dead stump, little stump, bigger stump, smaller one, and then just some more dirt. We'll put the bucket on to just grade this up, but really no issues at all with the brush crusher. This is just absolutely killing it. Just gotta work it. You just have to be very cautious of when you pick stuff up, but overall, very pleased. I'll show you what we have so far for this green wall, or the wall of stumps. All right, there we go. So that's pretty much all the large stumps that we were able to pull out from that project. This is a pretty substantial amount. It's definitely going to be a nice natural barrier. Hopefully all the weeds start to grow up around it, just kind of becomes this somewhat impenetrable line here. So looks really good. I'm very pleased with how the tractor handled it. No issues, just small chunks. That's what you gotta kind of remember with these subcompact or compact tractors. It's just small chunks. It's not taking everything out in one big bite. But overall, we're pleased with this. Just kind of continue as we get more debris and stuff. We're gonna just keep building this line up all the way down over here. All right, so I think we're done with the brush crusher. That served its purpose quite well for us today. Gonna take the pins out and take her off, put her back in the barn and put the bucket back on. And let me show you what we have left over here to clean up. I counted as we did this, there's over 11 to 12 stumps we had here total. Some bigger than others, but this is what we have left. Not much at all. So we'll get the bucket on here. We'll get rid of this pile of dirt here, put that in the material pile, get the rock out of here, and a little bit of raking, and I think we're going to be done. Very pleased. Took about an hour and a half so far to get it to this point, but just taking your time, slow pieces of the puzzle, and it was very successful. All right, folks, that's it for today. I appreciate everybody watching and tagging along. We got quite a bit of material over here set aside for future screening for some topsoil. The tractor over here, tractor, worked fine, no problems at all. And the stumps out back are all lined up along the property line, so it's getting ready to become a natural green boundary line. A brush crusher we also used worked great. No problems with that at all. So overall today, very satisfied with like 2 hours worth of work. A lot of material moved and a lot of things heading in the right direction. So please like and subscribe to these videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.